who are good people, and they see an opportunity to take advantage of that, or they get it over the course of their relationship and say, oh, well, I can run over this guy.
I think it's a case of both of those, right? They are people, there's predator and prey, and they look for people to prey on, right? I mean, we get emails and text messages all the time, and they're just hoping for that one person who is vulnerable enough, or what they would say gullible enough, to press the button or press the link and so on and so forth. So it's literally around us all. So there's people that have probably noticed that you are the nice guy. You're literally on TV right now saying that you're a nice guy. And unfortunately, there may be prey. There may be prey out there that's just like, boom, I know who I need to go to if I want to do X, Y, Z. And now you're going to have to put your defenses up and put some new boundaries up in order to protect your kindness, because we don't want you to become a bad guy. We want you to stay the kind guy that you are, and it is about protecting yourself.
And we're going to give him some tips in just a little bit. But when we think about individuals who take advantage, is that just part of society? Because you have the old saying, nice guys always finish last. And it's expected.
Yeah, it is expected. And I mean, I think the term always finish last is not fair. They don't always finish last. I think that they may finish last a couple of times, and then they hopefully they wise up.
90% of the time, I think.
Well, I mean, you can't speak for yourself, but I think that what happens is nice people, kind people do not listen and trust themselves, and they don't listen to that intuition, that little gut feeling that they get, and they don't even know what to look for anymore because they have ignored it for so long. But I'm telling you, our bodies, our minds, there's something that usually lets us know.
Okay, we'll continue this conversation in just a moment. Stay with us here on The Factor Uncensored. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We continue our discussion about why so many good or nice people are treated so poorly in this special edition of Angela After Dark. And of course, we posted this question on the Isaiah Factor Instagram page. Are there consequences that come with being too nice? 82% said yes, and 18% of the people said no. Our guests are back. So, Sneak, do you ever get that gut feeling when you're trusting someone, or you trusting a business deal again, saying, I shouldn't do it, but you do it anyway?
I think I've had it every time, but I've ignored it because, like Dr. Angela just said, I try to see the better in people. But as where I'm at right now, I've stayed away from a lot of business transactions because I'm still not over the last one that happened. And I think I still need a lot of changing to do before I start getting into business with other people and relationships, you know.
All right, Dr. Jones, you're here to save him and many others out there like him, the good people. I'm evil. I don't need that.
No, see, don't do that.
But let's get to your bullet points and the advice you have for the viewers out there.
You know, when someone is coming to you for a business proposition or a relationship, I always tell people, pause before you say yes. A lot of things are done via email or text, and I think that's a blessing because you don't have to respond immediately. So that pause, you could say a prayer, you could take a walk, and then you can respond. You actually get a little more clarity if you just take a moment before you say yes to something. Sometimes things, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. The second thing, identify your needs. What is it that I need from this? Right now, for DJ Sneak, he knows he needs security. So what do I need from this person? I need a contract. I need to make sure that I'm protected. If I don't know how to write a contract, I need to get someone who knows how to do that.
But how do you bring yourself, how do you tell him to ask for it? That's a big point, to say, I want this contract before we do business.
It has to be, now it has to be a new practice. It doesn't matter, hey, my name is Bob and I want to do business with you. Hey, Bob, that's great. Here's a contract. I don't even get to know you first. Just know that I have a contract, and you put it in front of them so you don't get emotionally tied into it. It's like, no matter what, I can think you're a great person, but no matter what, you're going to have to sign this paper. So it's almost like you have to do something. You're putting preventative measures in front of you to make sure that you don't keep going and just have a handshake or just write something on a piece of paper and it just goes away.
All right, let's go back to the list. If we can put that list back up for Dr. Jones.
Tolerate discomfort. So that is the biggest one. When you betray yourself and you say, hey, I have a sneaky feeling and I go against it, what you're telling yourself is, I trust the other people more than I trust myself. And you're constantly disappointing yourself, it's almost like you're betraying yourself every single time. You don't need a reason to follow your gut feeling. You just need to follow the gut, and trust me, you'll figure out what the reason is later. And the last one is to reframe your boundaries. Before you, like you said, you're taking a pause right now, think of what did I do wrong in that situation. I didn't have a contract. I didn't vet the people out. I didn't do a background check. So now you know, hey, my name is Bob. Great. These are the first 3 things I'm going to do before I do any kind of business with you. Before you apply for a job, they don't even look at you. They make you fill out an application. They try to vet you out. It's the same thing. So you're protecting your niceness. You're not becoming a bad person. It's like niceness with a boundary wall around it. And before they can penetrate and get that kindness out of you, they have to go through a certain layer of protection. And that actually takes a lot of pressure off of you. It's like, hey, man, the contract is the contract. I'm still a kind guy, but it says what it says. And that's it. And you actually protect yourself. You can still be kind. You can still be nice, but you have just that extra layer.
And of course, you also have to make sure you assess your role in this, meaning here's where I went wrong.
Yeah.
Here's what I've done wrong. Accept that and then make the adjustments that you brought up.
Absolutely. You know, the thing is, we lead in feelings. When the kindness, you're leading in feelings. But when you're doing anything, even in relationships, you have to lead in logic and what is real, and then you can put the feelings in it first and next. And I know it's hard. It's going to be a practice that you're going to have to start doing even on the small scale, and then on the bigger scale, it'll become easier for you.
All right. You think you handle that, Sneak, or what?
I'm a villain now.
No, you're not a villain. You are still a superhero, but with a cape on.
There you go. We want to thank you both and sharing your story, Sneak, and
Yeah,
you
thank
too,
you.
Dr. Jones, with the great advice. We appreciate you tonight.